Week 6 of the college football season, and our EA Sports college football coverage continues with what ought to be a great one. It's the Washington Huskies and the Ohio State Buckeyes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Checking in with Ohio State's head coach before the game. They believe that their wide receiver is the best in the country. He has been so electric this season, nobody can stop him. They believe that he is so efficient in the red zone, top 5 in the country in receiving touchdowns, and he firmly belongs in the Heisman conversation to hear his name called in New York later this year. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Washington will kick off as this one gets started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Gonna run it. It's Jackson. There he goes. Past the 10. Touchdown, Buckeye! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. He'll bring it out. It's Washington. He'll go out of bounds at the 22-yard line, and that's where this offense will take over. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Here's Williams, using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. That was an eyelash away from being picked off, and that is not the way to set the tone with a near pick on your opening drive. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Here's Williams to throw. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. Picks up the first down. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. So they picked up that last first down on the ground, now with a fresh set of downs. Play fake, Williams. Pocket breaking down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. The margin for error so small in a conference like this, and in Big Ten play, really imperative to get off to a good start.
We really focused on all offseason getting off to such a great start, right? Start fast, win our conference. Well, this is step one, and so I think you're so tired of hitting your own colored jerseys, by the way. You're excited when you get in conference plays. You start to get some of that familiarity, some of that also that hatred that you have for these other teams. So the Big Ten is a fun conference.
Yeah, and you know both of these teams, their players have had this game circled all offseason because this is the first one. This is the first step towards winning a Big Ten championship. Both teams feel like they've got the playmakers to...
Trying to burn this defensive back. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. First one of the day is on its way, and he's been sort of scarce around here, only called on one time in that loss last week. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Still running at the 40. Turning it on. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Well, we're only in the first quarter, and already this guy has 2 explosive runs. He told us coming into this one he thought he could have a big day statistically against this defense. It was something he saw on film that made him believe he was going to have a lot of success, and he's already doing it now. He is breaking off big ones. He's showing you the vision. He's showing you the speed. Defense has no idea how to stop him.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to their running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Zings it complete to the right. Touchdown Buckeyes! And they take it in for 6 more points. No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. So much about the passing game is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
And no doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently. Does a great job running this route. Great result because of it.
They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Lets it fly. Finds space on the right. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Well, another catch by the big fella. And, hey, this defense now in the second level, they've got to understand that they're going to see some play action. They can't keep biting on the fake. It's not easy to do. You've got to be aware of the tight end and his release. As soon as you see him get upfield, right now you know it's pass. So don't even worry about the fake. Get your eyes focused and find the big fella to go make a tackle or make a play on the ball.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready.
There's some room. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
Wow, 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
And the Huskies, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Throwing, Williams. Trying to set up the screen. They don't fall for the screen. Great job retracing and stopping him at the line of scrimmage.
And that's a really good play by this defense because you want to run a screen offensively when they're blitzing. When they bring pressure, you can throw it right over the top, get it to them, get some space, but they stayed home just enough there to make the play and get the tackle for a loss.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
He's got him. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the 1st.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Huskies.
And sometimes these games can snowball. You get down 21, next thing you know, you look up, it might be 35. Nice answer, put a drive together. Now the defense has got to get you a stop. Then you try to put another drive together, one possession at a time, try to climb back in this football game.
Lining up for the PAT. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. He'll bring it out. It's Cross. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking for space. It's Jackson. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Quickly to the tight end. Gain of 9 on that one. 3rd down and short. He needs a yard.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable. Really putting this offense in a...
Might have a chance. He's at the 50. Past the 30. He's at the 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Buckeye.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing. Rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Back has it. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. As we take a look at the stats, things are a little one-sided so far. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Carr. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Williams under fire. They're setting up the screen. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood that.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Tight end now in motion. Needs it to keep this drive alive. They'll mark him down right there, and that'll be enough for a Washington first down. I'll admit, I wondered if they were just lining up to try to draw them offside.
No, me too. Whenever you line up in your own territory, you're thinking, oh, I'm just going to draw them offside. A lot of times, by the way, it's the defense to kind of relax for a second. You can tell.
Could be an alley. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. When the Huskies are moving on the ground like this, you will bow down to Washington.
Yeah, and I tell you what, with all the rain they get out there in Washington, you better have a dependable ground game that you can go to and establish that tempo. Obviously, harder to throw the football in the rain, so dominant.
Makes the grab in their space. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
And that's a big play for this offense, and they need to get going. They've built themselves a deficit. They need points on this drive, or else, guys, the second half, we're going to be telling old war stories, right? Like back in my day, and Jesse did this, and I did that. So, I mean, come on, offense. Let's put this together. Let's keep this game competitive.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. The give out of the gun. Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line. Washington right back to the line. Lined up in the gun, Williams on third down. Quickly complete. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12.
Obviously, great job picking up the first down there through the air, but you're trailing by a lot of points now, and you're in that area of the field where you should take a shot. If I was the offensive coordinator, I'd be thinking about throwing this next one into the end zone and trying to cut into the lead.
Could not make his way to the corner.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
And this offense, I don't think this is going to be a surprise. I think the offense is going to stay on the field. You've already seen it once on this drive, and they've already been successful. You know how hard it is to defend when there's an extra down, and they do it over and over again? So I think this offense will continue to stay aggressive like they were on the last fourth down.
On the option. Pitch to the corner. Touchdown, Washington! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And I love how this offensive coordinator uses all of his playmakers and all of the speed. This is a guy that we've seen hurt defenses before catching the football, but you can get him involved in the running game as well with the option play. Get him on the perimeter. He's the pitch man. Nobody accounting for him. It's an easy walk-in score for the offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. On the ground, it's Jackson. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. Flying down the left side. Running inside the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Ohio State. His third touchdown of the game and 12th of the season. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Here comes the Washington offense to start this possession. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also... Oh, he's got some space. Gets him on the ground at the 31, but a nice pickup of 15 yards there. Washington wants to go quickly.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. The Huskies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking for a crease to the left. Crosses the 45, out of bounds at the 47-yard line, and a solid play there. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Unloads to the wideout. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
And that's a really good job by this defense being dialed in. You got a big lead. You know exactly what's coming. This offense is going to have to make some explosive plays down the field. They were ready, they were disciplined, and made a good play on the football.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Finds some fresh air. And he finds some solid space. Makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. After the last run, would you just give it to him again on 3rd down? Keeps it himself. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
Williams to throw for it on 4th. Finds him out of the backfield. How about knocking him down to stop him short of picking up that first down?
And that's exactly where you want one of your best football players, right in the middle of your defense. And watch that dude hunt, man. 4th down, and he flies up, finds the football, makes the big play for this defense. He's the guy who they talk to in the headset, and he's the guy who just made the big play.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Runs first down, and the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Here's Sayin to throw. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10. Wants to throw. It's Sayin. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And he just flat missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw. So now it's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Trying to escape, breaks into the open. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
hasn't called his own number very often in this game. That actually is the first time he's taken off and scrambled, but it was a really good decision. He's been killing this defense through the air. You've seen the arm talent, you've seen the accuracy. That time, really nice decision to tuck it and get what he can get. He's got this defense on their heels.
Timeout signal for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Ready, go! Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Ohio State calls its second timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Saying from the gun on third down. Here's a heat. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. So they are denied a touchdown on this drive, but they'll try to put up a 3 spot before the break. Absolutely perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Williams makes the grab. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, notable storylines all across the sport today. So let's roll up our sleeves and get you updated here in Week 6. We start with UTSA taking on the USF Bulls.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second.
Snags it and he's open. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. You open a drive like that, and the entire playbook opens up on first down from the 44. Here's Williams to throw. Back open in the middle. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
They'll run the option. He'll toss it. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Motion from the back. Third down from the gun, Williams. They're working that left side. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Touchdown, Huskies. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close the deal with a 58-yard touchdown pass. Fielded in the end zone, it's Cross. He's out of bounds at the 17-yard line. Excellent job by the kick coverage unit to keep him from getting the sideline. Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. They come out for the first time in this second half. The lead a little smaller than when they went to the locker room, and they'll try to answer here. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He might want another play. Right back to the well. Plows through the defense. At the 40, there he goes. Flying out to the left. The 10. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And the pummeling has started.
Bro, I don't even know what's going on with all this stuff. That shit kind of crazy. I'll be honest.
Up the scoreboard, and it doesn't
Bro,
look much different there in the second half. They take
like,
their first drive.
like I just played Auburn at the CCU when he was getting his ass bottled up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Now he done broke like 76 sacks.
Right down the middle.
This shit kind of crazy.
He'll bring it out. It's Washington. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line.
I think all but that first run, he done broke a tackle.
The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
And he'll be brought down.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Williams from the gun on 3rd down. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot,
and
you
he
got to
took
talk
his eye
about
off.
this guy in the
He could've
conversation. He
fouled
already
out
has
like
caught a
crazy.
touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Fourth down, Williams. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete.
There's not many play calls on the sheet to score a bunch of points really quickly. So you got to go for it here. I like the aggressiveness, but this offense continues to miss the mark, and they just got to score more points. They got to do better, right, Palmer? That's expert analysis. They got to do better.
Nice play by the defense, but now is a time they've got to be more consistent. They allowed this running back to go off in that first half, and moving forward now, they've got to try and take this running back away.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
They'll move the wide receiver. From the gun on 3rd down, say it. A shot toward the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
He goes out of bounds, couple of yards short of the 20. They'll mark it at the 18.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
He's got enough, and it'll be a 1st down for Washington. Offense, quick tempo.
They run it, they get the 1st down, and look at the offense. Right back on the football, ready to crank this tempo up.
Building gathering momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Washington coming to the line with another first down. Here's a give to Washington. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Throwing, Williams. It's complete to the left, and they're able to get him down.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding him, and the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with a little bit more speed.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Williams to throw for it on 4th. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. On the move at the 30. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down, and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. Williams on the play fake. Now sliding to his left. Touchdown, Huskies! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this QB's starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
He's got it. Did he get a foot down? He did. It's good for the 2.
I like it. Nice execution. Catch the football. Get it out of your hand. Nice rhythm, nice timing for that 2-point conversion.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Parker. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. On the run, it's Jackson. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Say it. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete.
Oof, that boy's got you holding your breath every time he runs the football. So elusive, so fast. He scrambles around, buys time, and throws an incompletion. But every incompletion even looks good because he's so exciting to watch.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. Sayin from the gun on 3rd down. Fires to the wideout. Lets it slip right through his hands, and it'll be 4th down after the rare drop from this dude.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going. Everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
It'll go out of bounds, and we'll see where they mark it. It's going to be right around the 35. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Just a short pass to the tight end. There he goes. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. Just watching the clock drain away in this one, it's all but in the books. Let's take a look at the top 25, and this game might have an impact on these rankings next week. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Play action with Williams. Quarterback moving. And he'll just get rid of that one.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
High the chains now on 2nd and long. Williams. It's complete on the right side. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Fourth down, Williams. And they can't make the connection on 4th down, and they'll turn it over.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That 4th down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on downs.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He's got it again. Finding some room. Makes it past the marker. Smashes him with the stiff arm. And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game. Looking for space. It's Jackson. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Making side adjustments here. Zayed. Complete. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. Stopped just inside the 25. Will mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a 1st down. And the Buckeyes are flying down the field. Looking to throw, it's Zayed. Snagged out of the air. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Face mask penalty cost the D 15 yards and a 1st down. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. And send the tight end in motion. Touchdown, Buckeye! And the punishment has been extended. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And the extra point splits the uprights. on the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
And this offense is going to have to catch some breaks, man. They're going to have to make some big plays. They're going to have to push the ball down the field.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas.
And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Play fake, Williams. Myers on the move, working that left side. He stopped short, and it's 4th down.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Williams to throw for it on 4th. Looking to the big tight end. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there. And the Huskies, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Williams. Oh, they're after him. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the...
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
Makes the tackle at the 31. It's a pickup of 5 on the play.
New running back, same result. It's pretty clear what they want to do on the offensive side of the football. They want to dominate the line of scrimmage. They want to run the football, whether it's the starter or now the backup. They're going to establish that ground game. It's what they do. It's who they are.
They stop it well short of the marker. It's 4th down from the 27.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to...
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down. I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Here comes the option. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. He recovers the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, in this situation, the only offensive player who can advance the fumble is the guy who dropped it. Sayin on the play action. Buys a little extra time. Still on his feet at the 45. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
You know, there are probably a lot of coaches out there with a lead like this that would like to run the ball and see if they can ice this game and bleed the clock. Not this coaching staff. They are going to be aggressive. They are going to continue taking shots.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day. And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they've put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch it. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. The field goal is no good. And the missed field goal leaves the lead at 23.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Here's Williams to throw. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Timeout called by the offense. 29 seconds left on the clock. The Huskies with the 1st and 10. Williams on the play fake. Here's the pressure. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. They just haven't been able to hold up and protect the quarterback, and now they face 2nd and long. The run to the left. Turning it on. And the defense drags him down. Timeout is called with just a single second left. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Lined up in the gun, Williams on 3rd down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. They fought to the bitter end, and the final incompletion puts a wrap on it.